Thought I'd jump on here. It's never fun dealing with tags, fuel tags, license plate, and this whole COVID crap. Actually went pretty good. One hiccup was my tax ID number was different on my 2290 than my IFTA tags. So I thought, oh God, what's going to go on here? What happened was the name we picked initially a year or more ago, didn't jive with the Secretary of State, so we had to change it after, and then we never changed it with the NC Department of Revenue. But had a cool little Indian dude in there that helped me out. So no complaints. We've been owner-operator for a year now. I have to say it was scary. First jumping in on it, you didn't know what I was doing. I had a pretty good job. I worked for a, let's say a mega, big brown, fleet supervisor. Had 126 tractors, 300 pieces of ground support equipment, and 8 mechanics. It's hard to believe a company that big is that screwed up. Looks good from the outside, but it's a nightmare on the inside. So pulled the plug. Sort of a rolling stone, I guess. I've never kept a job for too long. But this whole owner-operator driving truck, I've always enjoyed it from the time I was in my 20s. For people that don't know, I was a heavy equipment mechanic. I was a welder, truck driver, ran a concrete pump for quite a few years. Loved that, but I've always been a construction guy. But as you get older, stuff doesn't heal up as quick. You hurt in a couple different places. So when you get out of the mechanic and physical work, jumped into the big brown supervisor, white collar crap. And that was like 3 years of hell. And that is not cut out for that. I like looking out a window. And so my wife, gracious as she was, she's like, quit. Let's go buy an old truck. You can completely rebuild it from the frame up. Go for it. So we did. Here we are a year later. Pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. You can see from my other videos, she's a pretty old truck. But I'm sort of an old school guy. You know. It's been fun. I mean, I made a list today. I was trying to think all the things I've done, from put tires on that thing, brakes, fan hubs, alternator, air conditioning. We just bought and installed a brand new bed on it, custom built bed. That was probably a third of the original cost of that truck. So it's a hell of a truck. So I guess I feel like I'm one of those old dogs that likes to learn new tricks. Not so much in the whole social media game where all these kids, their face isn't always in the phone. They got 9 different apps. Not my game. But I guess I'm sort of doing these videos as sort of like a timeline. I should have done it right when I bought the truck, but I'll admit it, I probably thought I was going to fall on my face and I didn't want it recorded. But I'd have to say, don't be afraid of failure. I had a guy tell me one time, he said, you know how you get better? You fail twice as much and you get as many no's as you can, because it makes you better. And I was just like, whoa, that blew me away. That's pretty cool. So the new venture, while I'm running my dump truck, is the OTR world has sort of interested me, more regional. But I enrolled in a truck driving school to get my Class A back. Like I said, I've had CDL since I was 23, but I need to get my Class A. And I thought, I already have the provisional. I could just go borrow a buddy's truck and go take the test. but I'd like to know a little more. I mean, the technology, the industry, the nuances have changed so much. I think that I'd like to learn it from the ground up and sort of going into like a blank slate, like I don't even know anything about trucking. See what they have to teach. So it's going to be on weekends for the first 3.5 months of 2021 at actually Johnston County Community College. It's the county I live in down here in North Carolina. It's the oldest truck driving school in the state. And wait for it. How much do you think it costs? There's a lot of private schools around here that rape you. $1,300. Whether you do the school at 7.5 to 8 weeks long, or you do the weekend. And it's one of the most accredited ones down here. So that's my new adventure on this next year. So maybe transition into a regional OTR, or even if maybe get an end dump tractor with an end up, but at least I got the Class A, and I've learned something. I feel like the older I get, the dumber I feel. So I really have turned into an information hound, and experiences. That's what you take with you when you get old. It's not stuff. My wife and I have sold a lot of stuff. We've downsized to a smaller house because it's about experiences. And the last year was a great experience. So with a positive attitude and just having an open mind, this old dog can maybe learn some new tricks and enjoy the ride. So I'll be posting as much as I can to bring you along on the ride. It should be fun. Thanks.